is a TEDx talk, right? So let me start with a question for you. Because did you know that if the Latinos in the US were a country, we would be considered as the 5th largest economy in the world, right? But when we talk about the Latinos in leadership roles, compared with the Latino workforce in the US, probably the numbers are not as good as this impressive number that I have already shared with you. So I am Carlos Mauricio Vega, Mao. I am the Commercial National Director for the Hispanic Business Unit in PepsiCo North America. And I'm going to try to tell you how I'm going to leverage the power of all these Latinos in the US combined with this Serve to Perform program to try to overturn the trend that we have right now in terms of Latinos in an executive leadership roles, okay? So let me start telling you that when I arrived into this program, and prior to the program, I was totally focused on delivering results. You know, performing my role, as simple as that. And probably it was not a bad thing to do because, you know, I need to demonstrate the company my worth and of course, my capability to deliver results. But the program arrived probably at the perfect time to me. Why? Because essentially what I did was to leverage all this knowledge, to leverage all the content and the theory, and with the support of my coach, Hector, I was able to start leading the process every single day. And Hector has pushed me, of course, to leave the program and to put in practice every single concept, every single day. And nowadays, let me tell you that I have been working very, very hard to make sure that the program is now part of my DNA, is part of my team, is part of how I want to grow with my team together, and not only in a professional way. I am also participating, you know, in some activities. The coach, Dr. Adam, one day told us, you know, that nobody is complaining for volunteers, you know? So I am now volunteering in so many activities in my community to precisely put in practice every single knowledge and content that I have learned here. So finally, let me thank you to also Antonio, because Antonio was the first sponsor to me on this program. Let me thank you, Dr. Adam, Pau, because through support, you know, you guide me, you coach me, whatever doubt that I have, you just take me on that and help me to you know, answer any question. And you have to be sure that now you have an ambassador on me of this program. And let me tell you, I'm finishing with this thing. The Mauricio Vega or Mau Vega that came into this program 6-7 months ago is totally different to the Mauricio or Mau Vega that is now here. And it's very simple. The answer is, I am now a SEAL, S-E-A-L. I hope that everybody here understands that concept. I am a Service Empowered Advanced Leader. You know, so that's essentially the trigger that now I am applying and that I am ready to my next step. And let me tell you that I am still humble. You know, I'm still humble, but I am ready to take my next responsibility, and I'm sure that I'm gonna do it in the next few weeks. So thank you, muchas gracias, and let's go. Let's go.
How are we doing? Thank you so much for having me today. My name is Clayton Perez. So I have the privilege to work for PepsiCo. I lead our replenishment team at Sam's Club over total US. So really coming into this program, you know, I identified 3 real main blockers that were preventing me from getting to the next level. And really the first one being is I was newer to the organization, and I saw that as an opportunity to really build and expand upon essentially my brand equity within the organization. And then the second of all, so the current role that I'm in, I actually have 3 direct reports, and getting into this role, I had never had leadership experience. So I needed the opportunity to really continue to expand on my leadership capabilities, and wanted to focus in on that with this program as well. And then last but not least, so within kind of my career in totality, I've been working as a cross-functional partner to sales leads over the course of my career. I've always wanted to get into that sales function. That's been a goal of mine since I really got out of college. So the piece of that, though, that made it difficult was I never had really clear line of sight to where what I was missing or critical experiences that I didn't have that I needed to get so that I get into that sales opportunity. Well, within this, and I think that we learned so much, and there was so much valuable information that we gained entirely from this program. The first really big piece and the big takeaway that I had from this program is that really you need to bring your authentic self to work every day. Whether that's coming into work every day and really just being your true self. I think that's super critical. And not only that, then expanding upon that from a leadership standpoint and doing that and conducting that with your team as well to build brand equity with them as well. And then really two kind of features or aspects of the program that really were super, really impactful to me and helped remove some of those blockers was the first one is the 2-out plan. I think that was a excellent exercise that really let me sit down with Eric and say, hey, what are the critical experiences or the pieces that I'm missing that's preventing me from getting to that level, and narrowing in on those so that I'm not just going in trying to figure out random stuff. It's hey, I'm going to be very focused of what I'm working towards so that then I can get to that goal. And then lastly, the amount of real-time coaching that you receive in this program is amazing. I mean, Eric's probably tired of hanging out with me. And then Marianne's oh, are you still calling me? But no, I mean, in all seriousness, they were super impactful to my career during this point in my career, I'd say, and allowed me to just sit down and have real-time conversations around, hey, something's going on this week. I need help developing my team. I need help having a difficult conversation. That's super critical, and I think it's a very big piece of this. So currently I am searching for a sales role within the organization, and I think, what I've really taken away from this is I have the ability to really take away from this is that I have the ability to really understand what my blind spots are, right? And then go in action against them, and then now apply that to my day-to-day work in the organization, and then also apply that to how I lead and develop my team as well. So I truly don't think I would be the person I am today without this program, so I'm very, very appreciative of this opportunity. And honestly, I just want to say thank you so much to Serve to Perform, PepsiCo for believing in me, Eric and Marianne for being the wonderful coaches that they are and manager they are, and then my family for supporting me through this. So thank you so much, all.
My name is Andrea Rodriguez, and I currently work at Procter & Gamble and currently serve as the director of Quicklane. So to give you guys a little bit of perspective, when I came to this program, we were having career conversations, and it was you're great, you're delivering results, but. And that but felt when you're with a partner, it's not you, it's me. And I was what's happening here? I really don't know. And coming into this program, it was so impactful to understand the framework, okay? Understanding the attributes and understanding when you fall in the attributes. And I think it really just elevated when you bring into your manager and the rest of the organization and fully understand okay, hey guys, I need help communicating more directly, right? I need help maybe coming out, I'm doing the work, I'm there, I'm volunteering, I'm everywhere, but not necessarily telling everyone, hey, I'm doing all this stuff, you're right? So just having that in the back of your mind when you're having these career conversations is extremely useful. And of course, this program, the framework, the help from my manager, the sponsor, really just led into a great promotion. So I'm happy to announce that 3 months ago, so I can say that definitely, this just accelerated and propelled my career, and everything that I look for in the future is taking this knowledge, apply it on my everyday, which we're still working, we're still practicing. Not there, but we're still practicing on it. And then pay it forward for all the Latinos that I can touch within my organization. So, thank you.
Hi, yeah, Jose Valdez. Been with JB Hunt going on almost 10 years, but my coach, Dr. Arroyos, did a ton for me. I got to say that I won't get into it too deep, but my boss is in Richmond, Virginia. It's kind of a field office that we have out there. And I'd meet with Dr. Arroyos, and 10 minutes later, I'm hitting markup. And he's like, what the hell happened? Because I'm the quiet, I'm the reserved to myself person that, I'm working through my career and things like that, trying to develop and help my counterparts and all that. But I forget about myself. And that's one thing that Dr. Rose was like, hey, you can't forget about yourself because you're going to get looked passed on when something else comes about, and you got to challenge your leadership there. So it was one of those things that we met a lot, and sometimes Paula had to remind me a few times, I'll admit it, because of just the needs at JB Hunt. But what they did for me, I'm definitely going to pass forward to my teams and things like that, because had I been the Jose I was at the beginning to where I'm at now, I wouldn't be having those career talks that we're having for the next foreseeable future. So thank you guys, appreciate it.
First, I would like to begin by thanking my Banco C and Signature Bank family for being here. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot. I'm still working on my public speaking, so I went ahead and typed up my story because I'll probably forget it. I want to share a story about change, growth, and discovery. It's about how I shifted from a comfortable role in retail banking to a new challenge in business development. In my previous role, I connected with customers, offered solutions and support, which formed the core of my role. Suddenly, I found myself taking the lead, forging connections, and attending events to cultivate partnerships. This transition was a significant change for me. It was exciting, but also challenging. Then came the Accelerator program. It offered me valuable insights into my communication style, presentation skills, and adaptability. It acted as a mirror, reflecting areas where I could grow and improve. It pushed me to step out of my comfort zone and embrace different communication styles for better effectiveness. But most importantly, it equipped me with the tools to leverage my banking experience and skills as I embarked on this new journey of growth and expansion. This program helped me to embrace change, embrace discomfort, and recognize the power of self-awareness in shaping my journey, as it's through this journey of growth that I can become the best version of myself. Thank you.